Pick up any history book, and it will tell you the Great Pyramid had one distinct purpose: a glorified tomb for a dead pharaoh. Yet centuries of excavation have turned up an alarming lack of evidence. Inside the Great Pyramid, there are no extravagant artifacts, no ornate wall paintings, no elaborate coffins, and notably, not a single mummy. To build this structure required unimaginable resources. An estimated 20,000 workers toiled for 2 decades, stacking massive stone blocks with flawless mathematical precision. The precision of the construction and sheer volume of stone points toward a specific structural purpose. Industrial-scale projects like this represent an investment of national wealth that requires a functioning, practical utility. We tend to look at the past through a lens of strict linear progress, assuming early civilizations were uniformly primitive. But archaeological finds tell a different story. In 1934, researchers uncovered 3 specific items buried together: a ceramic pot, a tube of copper, and a rod of iron. These materials date back 2,000 years. When you combine them and add a simple liquid acid, like grape or lemon juice, they trigger an electrochemical reaction that produces a measurable electrical charge. Ancient humans understood how to generate basic chemical electricity. If they possessed this knowledge on a small scale, we have to consider the physical possibility that they mastered these principles on a much larger one. To figure out what the Great Pyramid actually does, we need to stop looking at it as an archaeological ruin and start analyzing it as an engineering schematic. Originally, the entire structure was encased in perfectly fitted, white polished limestone. Beyond reflecting sunlight, this tight outer shell acts as a flawless electrical and thermal insulator for the interior. Inside the pyramid, the surfaces are lined with dolomite. This mineral possesses a specific physical property. Its electrical conductivity increases directly in response to physical pressure. Moving into the internal passageways, the tunnels are lined entirely with granite. Granite is slightly radioactive, packed with high concentrations of metal and quartz crystal. Quartz has a mechanical property known as piezoelectricity. Applying physical stress and intense pressure to a quartz crystal releases a direct electrical charge. Inside the tight shafts, this constant reaction actively ionizes the surrounding air molecules, dramatically boosting the atmosphere's ability to conduct electricity. Binding all of this together is a massive volume of specialized mortar. Even under modern laboratory analysis, scientists cannot fully recreate this compound. It holds the giant stones firmly in place while withstanding immense physical stress. High-pressure containers, ionized air tunnels, and conductive minerals, with a thick insulated shell. These materials are the exact required components for constructing a large-scale electrical generator. Northwest of the pyramid lies the Serapeum. Down in these tunnels sit 20 perfectly flat, 100-ton rectangular granite boxes. Because of their shape, mainstream Egyptologists labeled them coffins for prized bulls, despite their massive size and precise microscopic tolerances. In electrical engineering, if you want to build an energy capacitor, a battery to store a charge, the container must be made of a single continuous substance to prevent any interruption in the magnetic field. These giant granite boxes fit that exact physical requirement. Deep inside the Great Pyramid, the hidden Queen's Chamber was recently explored with remote cameras. Researchers found carefully crafted copper wire, alongside painted floor symbols resembling modern wiring schematics. A windowless room strung with copper wire functions mechanically by creating a potential difference. It transfers energy from a higher potential on one wall to a lower potential on the other, releasing concentrated electromagnetic power into the room. The massive granite boxes and wired internal chambers serve no burial function. They are meticulously engineered hardware, built to complete a closed electrical circuit. With flawless wiring, conductive materials, and high-capacity batteries, a machine of this scale sits entirely dead without a massive physical catalyst to turn it on. The Great Pyramid was geographically positioned directly over an active underground aquifer. Thousands of years ago, the powerful currents of the ancient Nile River flowed directly past the base of the structure. This moving water engaged capillary action. Rapid underground currents flowing beneath the pyramid absorbed upward into the limestone, creating intense vibration. This hydraulic pressure squeezed the granite, triggering a massive piezoelectric reaction. The resulting electromagnetic energy conducted straight up toward a highly conductive gold capstone. The structure functions logically. The Great Pyramid is a compact water-fueled generator designed to harness natural kinetic energy and broadcast electrical power into the atmosphere. If broadcasting power through the air sounds like science fiction, we only have to look back to the early 20th century. Nikola Tesla, the pioneer of alternating current, physically proved that natural, wireless electricity was possible. Tesla built the Wardenclyffe Tower to demonstrate this exact concept. His machine was engineered to harness the natural electromagnetic properties of the Earth, transmitting millions of volts of free energy directly into the upper atmosphere. The physics governing Tesla's tower perfectly mirror the pyramid. Both structures utilized precise geographical placement over telluric currents, specific high altitudes, and identical electromagnetic principles to conduct energy upward. The Egyptians even left us visual evidence of this system in use. Wall carvings like the Dendera light resemble modern bulb technology, while nearby monuments like obelisks, capped with quartz stone, physically match the requirements for wireless energy receivers. Inside the deep, pitch-black corridors of the pyramids, archaeologists have never found a single trace of soot from flame torches. This lack of fire damage, combined with technical carvings, suggests the civilization was utilizing electric light. The Great Pyramid aligns perfectly with true north. Its 8-sided geometry magnifies the planet's natural frequencies, and to this day, instruments detect a heightened electromagnetic field around the structure, equivalent to an electrical storm. These engineering parallels suggest that our current understanding of human history is incomplete. If a power grid existed thousands of years ago, we must confront the reality that advanced technology can be systematically lost or abandoned. We know Tesla's tower was destroyed and his work confiscated. We know the copper wires found inside the pyramid have since disappeared from the record. When physical evidence vanishes and towers are torn down, it raises a difficult question. How much of our history has been hidden from us?